All right, the Lions being linked to an all-pro free agent, and I think what you'll learn in this video is that there's a lot of good free agents still out there. Of course, if they have been picked up by now, then they are a little bit more expensive or older or injury prone or a combination of both or all three, I should say. But there's still a lot of good players out there, and the longer time goes, the less money, right, that they'll take if they still want to be in the league. And so free agency is not over, and the Lions still can fill some holes or provide some depth, especially at corner, right? That's kind of where we're going to look today is in the secondary. So if you're new to the channel, love if you would subscribe. If you've been watching us for any length of time, just hit the subscribe button. It's really helpful for us. We're trying to get to 20,000 subs. I don't know if it does anything other than just kind of looks cool. That's all. So here we go. Let's take a look at it. Micah Hyde, safety for the Buffalo Bills, is a free agent. And you forget that we need safety depth. Now this is a situation where the Lions could wait till after the draft just to kind of see how the draft board falls and maybe, they get a safety. But Hyde was a slot corner for the Buffalo Bills, and he bounced around. He dealt with injuries as they dealt with injuries across the defense. He wouldn't be asked to play slot much with the Lions, but he has the ability to move around. So he could be basically a backup to Brian Branch or backup to our safeties, Iffy and Kirby Joseph. Because remember, we don't have Tracy Walker anymore, and CJ Gardner-Johnson is gone as well. So it's like, all right, yeah, we need this guy, right? So here's the thing, though. He's 33 years old. He missed most of 22 and 23 with a neck injury. Never like that. But he could provide depth for a promising safety unit, and his veteran presence would be a welcome addition. I like this one. Of course, it always depends on what you're going to pay somebody for this role. And we'll get back to one other thing here in just a second. But if you look at it, you're like, okay, you're a veteran dude, like fine. That would be great. But I think the Lions look at it like we can find in the draft or undrafted free agents. So I wouldn't expect them to do anything with this unless they can get him for really cheap. But the thing about him is he's a two-time All-Pro in 2017 and 2021, Pro Bowler in 2017. He went to Iowa. I kind of forgot about that. So he's Big Ten Player of the Year. Big Ten Defensive Back of the Year. So this guy's legit. And he was started with the Green Bay Packers, and I kind of forgot about that as well. He was drafted in the 5th round of the Packers. He was there for 3-4 years. Then he spent the last 6 years or so with the Buffalo Bills. This is a good player. And I think the Lions can look at him and say, okay, maybe there's some options out there. So now let's take a look at some of the other big name players out there. Stephon Gilmore, we keep talking about him. That's the cornerback I like. Older again. You start getting that 33, 34-year-old age. It's like, don't love that. The 33rd team had him going to the Houston Texans. We'll keep an eye on that one. Tannehill, we don't care about. Green Bay Packers, good. Offensive tackle, still, we don't really care about that. Odell Beckham, I don't get this. Odell Beckham just gets talked about like he's this superstar wide receiver. When was the last time he was a star wide receiver? I don't know. Yes, Miami is a perfect fit for him. Go down there, warm weather, Tyreek Hill, have some fun. Like the Dolphins are a perfect team, a perfect example of a team that just acquires talent, but they don't build a team. And that's where the Lions have really just excelled, is they build a team. They're good at finding players, not getting guys when they shouldn't get them, getting guys that you don't expect. There's more than just acquiring players. There's building a team. So Odell, no, obviously would never touch him. Julian Blackmon, safety again, another safety. Blackman's a lot younger, so he's 25. Will be 26 when the season starts. With the current safety market, he wouldn't be expensive and could easily outplay whatever deal he gets because of versatility. Look out for this guy. Injury guy. Brad Holmes is like, okay, get him on a 1-year deal, could back up, be a veteran presence. I like that one. Another safety, Quandre Diggs. We all know him really well in Detroit. I like that one as well. another one where it's like, okay, we're not going to overpay or get in a bad contract. That's just the bottom line. So, so these guys, we'll just wait. Like Brad Holmes is like, we'll just wait. We might draft somebody. You can see right there, there's 3 safeties that we touched on. So we do need safety depth, and we need corners, straight up corners now. But you can see that there's still like dudes available. And these are like the top big names too. There's other guys as well, defensive linemen. And then of course, Micah Hyde, we talked about there. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, who the Lions should go after free agency wise now that it's winding down, but it's still open, right? I mean, you can sign anybody until the beginning of the season. So I think from now until the draft, it's just going to be quiet because you just like, who are we going to draft and what holes are we going to fill between now and then we can address anybody else. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and remember, we'll be going live for the draft. Make sure you join Craig and I. We're both on here. It's super interactive, responding to your comments and really watching and seeing how the draft kind of unfolds. It's a lot of fun. So make sure you join us then, and we'll see all of you